Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is day 5 of my 31 days of Halloween series. Before we start, I want to give credit where credit is due. This video is inspired by one that Addison Brian put up. She does really awesome videos about movies, TV, basically just being a fangirl. So I just wanted to say that this video is inspired off one of her videos. So I'm 22, but one of my favourite things to do when I was younger was do Buzzfeed quizzes. And I seen her video a couple of months ago and it reminded me, oh my gosh, I haven't done those in so long. So I decided to pull up a couple of quizzes on my laptop and I thought that we could do them together. So I'll share my screen with you guys. Okay, first one I thought that we could do is find out my fall or autumn aesthetic. Choose a fall drink to warm up with. Herbal tea. I really love a herbal tea, specifically one that you can get in the Asian supermarket. It's so good. Okay, what's your ideal fall outfit? None of these. To be real, none of these. I don't really like any of these. So let's have a little think. When I was younger, I definitely would have said flannel and beanie. But now, maybe, I don't really like ripped jeans, but I feel like oversized sweater and ripped jeans would probably be the closest to something I would choose. So I think we're gonna choose that. Okay. When you think of fall, which scent comes to mind? To be honest, I know a lot of people are going to say pumpkin spice. I don't really like that smell. I more think of the term pumpkin spice than the actual smell of it. For me, it's just like the air is so clear. So I'm going to say crisp night air because that is my favourite part about autumn time. How would you spend the perfect fall afternoon? Watching a scary movie, specifically Scream. This is perfect. I love Scream so much. It is my favourite movie in the entire world. So definitely that. Choose a fall dessert. I don't like any of them. I don't like candy apples because over here we do more toffee apples than anything, or like chocolate covered apples instead of like the American style toffee apple or candy apple, sorry. So I don't really like hard sugar over an apple, to be real. Pecan pie, never had it, not a thing over here really. Same with pumpkin pie, it's not really a thing over here. Neither are apple cider donuts. But I'd sooner eat a donut than any of the other ones, so I guess we'll say apple cider donut. Choose a fall activity. So here's my thing. I wish I lived in America, right? Hate 90% of like the things you see online about America, but I don't imagine it's actually like that when you live there. However, the one thing I'm so jealous about is that they have proper pumpkin patches and corn mazes, and they actually go all out for Halloween because they do not do that over here. You do not see people really even decorating anymore. It's so sad. When I was a kid, you used to have that really gaudy, trashy, like early 2000s Halloween decorations like this. And now you just don't. My street growing up, you know, it was so fun. And now, because there's not really any kids that live on the street, because it's just families, it's so boring. There's like 2 people to decorate and it really annoys me. So when I'm older, mark my word, I will be decorating my house to a disgusting level. But I don't like hiking, so definitely not hiking. I actually love the pumpkin patch, but again, over here, it's more, they already have pumpkins and they just set them on the floor and you just pick a pumpkin off the floor, so it's not an actual pumpkin patch. We don't have corn mazes. Not ones you can walk through. And we don't do apple picking, so I feel like this is more of an imaginary one. Like, which one would I want to do the most? So I actually think I'd want to do maybe the corn maze, but that's also the start to like 90 horror films and that's terrifying, so I don't know. If it's a proper pumpkin patch, we'll go pumpkin patch. Okay, what's your fall soundtrack? The literal Halloween playlist that I have on my iPhone. It plays like Somebody's Watching Me, Monster Mash, and Thriller. They're like those 3 songs exclusively. But I don't know really. I don't really like upbeat pop hits in autumn. I'm not an instrumental type of gal, so not that. Maybe indie folk, but I also do love a bit of alternative rock. I'm gonna say alternative rock because one of my favorite bands is alt rock. So I'm gonna go with alt rock because one of my favorite bands is alt rock, and Dishwalla. I don't know if you've Dishwalla, whatever. Here, they were on an episode of Charmed, I'm pretty sure, so that's how I found them. So I'm gonna go with that. How many freaking questions is in this. What is your idea of a perfect fall getaway? Not an artist retreat. I would love to be a haunted girl, but I'm terrified of that. Cozy cabin in the woods. I'm choosing cozy cabin in the woods. That's so like, specifically if there's a fire and I can just snuggle up with my books. Yeah. Which fall decoration would you choose for your space? Honestly, I love the gaudiness of like skeletons, tombstones, like, so that I say bring back gaudy decor. I love it. I want it to look over the top, and I think it's boring when it doesn't. I would choose pumpkins and candles because that's currently the only thing I've done in my room is I have a couple Halloween candles. But no, if I had the chance and I didn't live in a student house, I would decorate the out of my house. So cobwebs and tombstones. Which fall vibe speaks to your soul? No. Either spooky and mysterious or cozy and homey. I feel like spooky and mysterious is what I want to give off, but cozy and homey is what I actually give off. But it's what speaks to my soul, not what I am. I'm gonna say no. I have to go cozy and homey. No, I'm doing it. Screw it. I don't care. I'm doing spooky and mysterious. Sorry. Choose a fall leaf color. Burgundy. Always. I love burgundy. I love the dark red burgundy leaves. There's a tree in one of my favorite bars that's that color, and I love watching it change color throughout the year. Choose a fuzzy black cat. I have one. I have a black cat and it's my favorite. Okay, we got Halloween goth. You bring the spooky sparkle to fall with your Halloween goth aesthetic. For you, October 31st isn't just a day, it's a lifestyle. You love all things mysterious and dark, with the wardrobe dominated by black lace, velvet, and the occasional splash of deep plum. From haunted houses to horror marathons, you're everyone's first call for a frightfully good time. Beneath your ghostly exterior, you're a sweetheart who knows exactly how to make people feel welcomed in your eerie wonderland. To top it off, your jack-o'-lantern skills are legendary and feared by the local squirrels. I love that. I wouldn't say it's accurate, but I love it. That's what I want to be accurate. Again, that's what I want to be, but I'm not. I only said black cat because I have a cat. Though I probably would have chosen bat if I didn't have a cat. But I love my little cat Spencer. I miss him. Right, on to the next quiz. I have actually 6 more quizzes that I really want to do, so I'm really sorry if this video is really long, but I went through all of the ones that I'd selected and these are the 6 that I really want to do, so let's get to it. The next one is, would you survive Halloween? I don't think I would. No, Halloween's Michael Myers. He walks at like 1 mile per hour. Let's be real here. Though he's really strong. I'm gonna say I would survive, but I don't think I will. I don't know if this will agree. Okay, everybody in Haddonfield is preparing for Halloween. How are you? I make my house the boldest in town. I don't celebrate Halloween. I go trick-or-treating. I bake holiday treats at home. It's between I make my house the boldest in town or I bake holiday treats. I make my house the boldest in town. Oh, that's hard to see. You're baking a pumpkin pie when you glance out the window to see a man in a mask across the street simply staring at you. What do you do? Call the police. I call the police. When you look back, you see that the man is gone. Later you go out for a walk and hear rustling behind you. You look to see the same man now coming after you with the weapon. Do you run home and lock all the doors before calling the police? Run and call the police. Stay and fight. Hide. Run and call the police. You manage to escape before the police arrive, but instead of making it back home, you find somewhere else to hide in the woods. Where? No to the abandoned house. No to the abandoned hospital. Small college or lake house? I feel like lake house because worst comes to worst, I'ma just swim away from him. I'm not a strong swimmer, but I'd take my chance that neither's he. Finally, it's the morning and you immediately go to the police station and return home. As you get home, you see the old Myers house is in its usual state, but then you suddenly see a shadow in the window. Do you go and check it out, ignore it, report it, run home? Report it. It's Halloween. Do you stay at home and prepare / secure your home? Go out like nothing happened. Go and find Michael or watch horror movies. Stay at home and prepare and secure. I am a very paranoid person. I fully believe when I'm older I'm gonna have like 4 security alarms. and like fucking video cameras and like 13 locks on my door. Like I will have a fortress. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a fortress. My bad. Okay. Oh, my screen turned on. Finally, Michael found you. Do you stay and fight, run, hide in your bunker, or call the police? Call the fucking police! I survived. Why would you not call the police? See, that's the one thing that annoys me about horror films. Like, they're never just like, hi, I'm being attacked, and then they fight. They always fight, and then just hope someone around them hears and is gonna call the police. No, say, bitches, get here now. And then fight. I don't know. Sorry. Next one. I'm really excited. I really love doing BuzzFeed quizzes. I forgot how much fun this was. Okay. Plan your perfect autumn day and I'll reveal which horror movie role you'd have. I would like to be the like best friend to the main protagonist, even though that means I'm most likely gonna die like Tatum in Scream. I'd take it. That or the killer. To be real, let me be the killer, because they always survive multiple movies. Half the time they're old anyway by the time they die. Let's see. First, choose the weather for the day. Rainy, sunny, breezy, or chilly. Rainy, love rain. Next, pick an activity to do outside. Pumpkin patch, corn maze, fall hike, apple picking. I'm gonna pick corn maze this time because I'm pretty sure I picked pumpkin patch last time. Hungry, pick a treat to bake. Spooky brownies, thank you. Oh, but there's chai cookies. Again, none of this is really stuff I've ever had. We're not really a big dessert people, at least my family aren't. We'd sooner have a packet of crisps. I'd love a packet of crisps right now. Ready, salted. A crisp sandwich is what I would choose. Okay, anyway. You have to have a drink with your sweets. They were baked goods. Do you call them sweets? Do Americans call them sweets? Oh, that's weird. Drink with your sweets. Okay. I would probably get a pumpkin chai. Well, no. I would probably get a water because too much sweetness makes me feel sick. So I would probably get a water, but I am, for the sake of the video, going to say pumpkin chai. You have to watch a movie while you eat. Halloween, Scream, Coraline, or scary stories to tell in the dark. Scream. Scream is my favourite movie, will always be. I literally am obsessed with it. I've watched it like at least 200 times. And I force my boyfriend to go see it with me every year in the drive-in cinema. We are actually going to the drive-in cinema for Halloween, so if you want to see that video, definitely don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on the rest of the videos in this series. Okay, sorry, shameless little plug over. Now, what are you planning to be for Halloween? Group costume, something cutesy, a superhero, just a scary mask. I don't know. I used to love dressing up, but now I'm not that big of a fan. I just want to watch a movie and chill, so maybe a group costume. I don't have friends, so that wouldn't work. I'll say something cutesy because I don't have friends to do a group costume with. Finally, pick a fall image. That little dog is so cute. Ooh, Hocus Pocus. Oh, I'm the nerd. Not Randy. Actually, not Randy. Rude. Actually rude. I think he dies in the second Scream film while they're at uni. I'm not shocked I'm the nerd. That makes sense. But why can't I be the bestie? Or what answers did I have to give to get final girl or killer, to be real? Kind of rude. I know the Summer I Turn Pretty is technically not autumn or Halloween, but I wanted to do this one, so we're gonna do this one together. Pick 3 of these random foods to find out which the Summer I Turn Pretty character you embody. Screw avocado toast so hard. Ew. Don't like a fruit smoothie. I don't really mind a bagel, it's just not my favourite. Pancakes or black coffee. Well, black coffee is not a food, so pancake. But you can't eat black coffee. I do love an Americano though. That's black coffee, right? I don't know. Next up, lunch. I will be choosing chicken. I know people are going to be like, stop trying to be Conrad. I'm not. I'm not trying to be Conrad. I just have an obsession with chicken and I don't actually really like anything else there. I don't like burgers. Though I could mess up a spaghetti. I also don't like seafood. So it was literally chicken or spaghetti. I could mess up a spaghetti, to be fair. But I am going to say chicken. Because I love it. Okay, pick a drink to go with your meal. Hate strawberry daiquiri. I don't like any of the cocktails, and I don't see the point in paying basically cocktail prices for something without alcohol. So I'm just gonna go for water. I also don't really like drinking while I eat. Makes me feel sick. Okay, now pick the dinner. Oh, chicken nuggets. Oh, pizza. You know what? I love pizza. It's one of my favorite foods. Like, I could have it every day. I could have it every day. Not the fucking Wonka jar cake. That's hilarious. Milk chocolate. Sorry, baby Conrad. You're deep, thoughtful, and maybe a little reserved. People might call you mysterious, but those who know you best see your loyalty and quiet strength. You feel things intensely and sometimes struggle to express them, but you care more than you let on. I would actually say that's pretty accurate to me. I don't know if anyone else would, but I would, personally. We're gonna do this one because this is very potentially gonna be a fail. I don't know if I've watched any of these movies, so let's see. Binge some 70s movies to find out which fall treat you need to try. Which movie are you watching first? Halloween, always. Choose your next movie from the 70s. Ooh, Jaws. Oh, Grease. I don't know. We'll go with Jaws because right now I'm thinking more Halloweenish. So we'll go with the mood I'm in right now. Choose another. Ooh, Freaky Friday. Always. Love that one. Which one are you watching next? The Exorcist is the only one I know there. Another movie won't hurt. Let's watch one of these. Carrie. Always. Movie number 6. Let's do Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never actually seen Rocky, so maybe I should choose that, but I'm going to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, next one. I don't know any of these, and I don't know if I should, so I'm just going to say Last Tango in Paris, but I don't really know. Okay, Superman, definitely. Piranha? Is that the one I've seen? I don't know if it's called Piranha. I'm going to say Piranha, because I'm thinking of a specific movie, but I don't actually think it's called Piranha, but I like those types of movies, so I'm sure I'll like that. I was going to do Salem's Lot, but I don't know. Again, I don't know a lot of the later ones that are coming up in the last couple, but hey ho. Let's say no. I didn't mean to click Kingdom of Spiders, but anyway, I got Pumpkin Roll. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a sponge log that are here, but pumpkin. If you're making it yourself, this one may take a bit of practice to perfect, but once you get that perfect swirl, you'll be very proud. In fact, you might just have to share it with everyone you know. Nice. Never tried it. Okay, 2 quizzes left. So I'm gonna save my favorite one for last. So we'll do the Wednesday fans. Let's see which Nevermore diva is 100% your personality twin. Red's my favorite color, always. Which of the desserts is calling your name? Literally none of them. They all look gross. But I guess a black, no, not a black. Dirt pudding. I don't know what that is, but it looks a lot nicer than any of the other ones. I don't like coconut. I don't like really berry flavored things with like dark chocolate, which I think that's what that is. I don't really like macarons or macaroons. Not the biggest fan of mango. I don't even know what a dirt pudding is. It doesn't look that nice. And I don't like strawberry, so. Okay, what animal do you want to snuggle? Otter, every single day of the week. But not the ones that the male otters are insane. I think that's a river otter, or it's a sea otter. Whatever one is not awful. I want that one. Okay, favorite genre of music? Screw EDM, awful. I actually really love hip hop. I do like indie. My boyfriend loves metal. I don't. Well, according to him, I do like metal, but I don't. According to myself, I don't. But he's like, no, you like the songs that I put on which are metal. And I'm like, eh. That's not what I think of when I think of metal, though. I'm going to say indie alternative. We'll go with that. Favorite coffee drink? Frappuccino. I love a wee frappuccino, specifically caramel. Okay, which of these activities sounds the most relaxing? I actually used to play cello when I was younger, and then I swiftly gave it up because I was like a tiny child, like short, very like thin, looked like a wind would blow me over, and I was carrying a cello on my back. Like, girl, you should have given that up. I did give it up, but I actually really regret giving it up. It was so fun and I would love to be able to play an instrument. Let's see. So playing music, going to the beach, scrolling through Instagram, going to a party with friends, creative writing, playing sports. Definitely not sports or writing because I'm not a very good writer. I don't like Instagram. The beach, I have very sensitive skin. The sand, no. So either going to a party with friends or playing music, but I don't actually really have any friends. But I also can't play music. We'll say going to a party with, no, we'll say playing music because I don't really like partying. Favorite holiday? Halloween. Right. I do love Christmas, not as much as Halloween. It always wins. Valentine's Day, it's fine. 4th of July, don't celebrate it. Easter, kind of, now my family don't really celebrate it that much, or I'm not a big fan of holidays. Halloween every single day of the week. Eternally, always. We're in the middle of a storm, so if you hear the wind, I apologize so much. Favorite ice cream? None of those. Ooh, vanilla with rainbow sprinkles. I do love. Or cookies and cream. I'm gonna go for vanilla because it's my favorite, so we'll go with that. School subjects: music, English, art, PE, social studies, or science. None of them. Literally none of the above. We'll go with English because I like reading, I guess. I don't know. Finally, pick a flower. Black dahlias. They're my favorite. They're actually my favorite flower. My boyfriend tried to get me like fake black dahlias for our first date before we started going out, but he couldn't find them obviously, so he had to get me just like fake ones online. It was so cute. Oh, I got Wednesday. I don't think that's accurate, but I mean, I guess I'm kind of dressed like something she'd wear, but I don't think that's necessarily accurate. Like Wednesday, you may be a bit intense, but your passion, intelligence, and love for your close friends and family shines through your brooding exterior. Sure. Okay, this one I think I'm most excited about because I have a weird opinion on Rory's boyfriends from Gilmore Girls, so here's my opinion. Logan is the best, always and forever. Her literal dream man, like they should have been together, but Rory is a different issue. And then I actually think Dean got way too much hate. We forget he was a 16-year-old kid, and I'm not talking about older Dean, I'm talking about younger Dean whenever he actually screwed her over, or she screwed him over. Like, you built her a car, said I love you, and she's literally flirting with some random kid who's annoying. I don't like Jess. I don't like Jess. He's entitled, and the fact that you're gonna openly flirt with someone's girlfriend is not cute, it's not endearing, it's not like what you would actually want in a relationship. It's gross and it's embarrassing. So that's my opinion. Anyway, let's go. So spend a full day to see which of Rory's boyfriends you should date. At what time are you waking up? Like, to be real, if I didn't have uni, like 10, but I'll say 8 because I have been waking up at 8. How is the autumn view from your window? I like the woods. Before lunch, you go for a Luke's coffee. Which one are you getting? Hate a mocha. Hate a mocha. I'll get a latte. What fall thing are you going to do? Go for a walk, go to a festival, apple picking, buy some books. Not a walk. I buy books every day, I don't need to buy more. Maybe fall festival. That sounds fun. Lunchtime, lasagna. Every day. What are you doing in the afternoon? Enjoying the weather, preparing for Halloween, making cookies, or decorating the house. Preparing for Halloween. Always. What are you doing to finish the day? Go shopping and buy sweaters, going to a football game, get another Luke's coffee, burn a candle, and read the book I bought. It's between the shopping and the book. I'll say the book. I almost dropped my laptop. I actually really love Dean, and as I've said, I think he gets too much hate. He was a kid. Specifically young Dean, not older Dean. He's an ass. He was just in love with a girl who was not taking him seriously. Like, I really don't like Jess. I like older Jess, hate younger Jess, like younger Dean, hate older Dean, love Logan always. Okay. Rory's first love. A tall, charming guy with adorably floppy hair would be the perfect match for you. Although he can sometimes feel a bit of jealousy, Dean is supportive and can always be counted on to be there for the people he loves. Oh, this is who we should date. I thought it was who I am. Well, that works out because that's exactly how I would describe my boyfriend. The last one is If you can answer every question in this quiz, you can see which Scream character you are. I love Scream, as I've said, it's my favourite movie, so I'm very intrigued. I'm gonna say I would like to be Stu or Tatum, but I have a feeling I'll get like Gale or something. I don't know. Okay, what do you look for most in a friend? Loyalty. No, humor. A mass serial killer has started killing people in your town. What do you do? Get a gun. Yeah. Self-defense laws in America are crazy. I'm getting a gun. Especially if he only has a knife. Do you know what I mean? Easy. Okay, you arrive to class and are informed that someone you know has been murdered. What do you do? Look for the killer and get revenge. Get involved in the investigation. Mind your business and go about your life. Stay safe at home and mourn your classmate. I'll probably just mourn my classmate, to be honest. Okay, the police take you down to station for questioning. What do you do? Deny every accusation, ask for your lawyer, cry. Ask for your lawyer. The killer calls you and gives you a quiz about horror movies. Are you passing? I'm not passing, but I'm going to argue semantics. I'm going to get him on the technicalities. You're at a party and you start to feel a little strange. What do you do? Just leave and don't say a peep about it. Stay to figure out who's sus. Let your friends know you're leaving because you don't feel good. Ask your significant other to give you a ride. I'll probably ask my significant other to give me a ride, though that wouldn't help in Sydney's case because her significant other was the killer. So probably that, or let my friends know, but I'm not just leaving. I'm not just leaving. It's Act 3 and the killers are revealed. What do you do to them? Ask no questions, just fight. Honestly beg for mercy. Demand to know why they did it. Go warn everybody else. I'm going to warn everybody else. I'm going to scream from the rooftop about the fact that these people are the killers. No one's not going to know. No way of covering that up. I got Billy. Can I just have him instead? I don't want to be him, I want to have him. I don't know how my answers gave Billy, to be honest, but let's see. You go a little mad sometimes, but who doesn't? You might seem sweet, caring and loving, but at the end of the day, you're always going to put yourself first. You're definitely hiding something, but people usually look past it because, I mean, look at you. I would not say that's accurate to me at all. But okay, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click the little notification bell down below. It really helps me grow the channel. Don't forget to check out all my other videos in my 31 Days of Halloween series, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.